We are Legion.
What's up, comic fam, and welcome to the Legion of Comics. Happy New Year to everyone. And right after the year started, I ended up scoring a couple of really cool books I'm excited to show off. They're all from local spots, so I'm going to spotlight them a little bit. But before that, let's go ahead and get this intro started. So if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot, and hit that notification bell so you know when future videos are going to drop. And that's really important because I did just pass my 300 subscriber mark right before the New Year's. So that means my next giveaway is going to be announced this week. And speaking of giveaways, if you haven't checked them out already, go over to the Southern Comic Geeks channel on YouTube and check out his next giveaway for a 750 subscriber mark. I did put that channel link in the description for this video. You're not going to want to miss out. He had an amazing first appearance of the Scarlet Witch from, I think it's X-Men #4. So that's a huge giveaway. The guy's got a great channel. He does a lot of cool content. He's always doing live streams and pickups and everything. He's really fun to talk about. If you like Star Wars especially, check him out. So, yeah, that video link is in the description. Don't miss out on your chance to win that. There's ways you can enter up to 16 times. So that really increases your odds. So don't miss out on that. So let's go ahead and check out some of the stuff that I got in the last couple of days here. Throughout the holidays, I've been staying slam busy at work. Between work and all the little family events and everything, it's been nonstop. But I was able to go by my LCS this week and see the owner of the shop, Paul and Miss Donna, and hang out with them for a little bit and let Finn play. And while they were hanging out with Finn, I was looking through some of the back issue boxes, and I found some really cool stuff. A couple of books that I have seen before in the past, I didn't pull the trigger on, and they were just kind of screaming my name this time. So I went ahead and picked them up. And what they are, it's Tales of Suspense, Volume Number 2, Issue 1. This is from January of 1995. And they have these beautiful painted covers. The interior work is the exact same as the cover art, which I am not mad at. I'm a sucker for painted stuff. I'm a sucker for 90s comics. I love it all. So that's really cool because Tales of Suspense, that's that classic series with Iron Man and Cap before they had their own series and everything. And even more exciting than that, I just kind of picked that one up because it kind of went with this one. I probably would have picked it up if I found it on its own, but it was a guarantee because it was a companion piece to my boy, the Green Goliath himself, the Incredible Hulk, and Tales to Astonish. And this is Volume 3, Number 1. And this was from December 1994. So it's just awesome stuff. It really is. It's also painted inside and out. And this is Volume 3, where Tales of Suspense is Volume 2, because Volume 1, when Hulk left the series, it switched over to Tales to Astonish with the Submariner, and that kind of became his own series. So I was very excited to get those. They look good together. I will be opening these bad boys and reading them tonight. They're oversized. They're square bound. As old as they are, I have no clue how long they've been in the shop, but they're both in great condition. You got to check out these little covers on them. Let's see. We got some people popping up in the chat. We got Sam Cohen. Just left my man Sam. Me and Sam worked together. We knocked it out today. I got to give it to Sam for always being on time to work. That makes one of us, right? And we got the Southern Comic Geek himself in here. That's an acetate cover. Yeah, that's what I was about to point out. These Tales of Suspense and Tales to Astonish, they get extra glossy because look at that. Boom! That acetate cover is amazing. And if you didn't think the art looked as good through that shiny cover, just open it up and it's a little bit less shiny. But the interior work on this stuff is amazing. Inside and out. Look at this big. Look at that. Look at that. I'm having a hard time making sure I don't have a glare on this. Just got a couple of new laptops right at the first of the year here. And this is my first video with the new laptop. Look at that. Glorious painted art on the inside. I'm not sure who did it. I'll take a look here. You look great, Mark. New laptop is awesome. Thank you, Adrian. You look great despite what you're on. A handsome dude right there. Yeah, these laptops really just fell into my lap. It's a really, really, really nice laptop, and I've got a good friend who owns his own business. It's called Platinum Concrete Coating. Shameless plug right there. They can take your old bland, plain concrete and make it sparkly, speckly, shiny, and new. And they can also do logos, company designs, all kinds of stuff. If you own a business or have a business and you want it to look more appealing, look up Platinum Concrete Coating, located in Augusta, Georgia. But yeah, this artwork is just amazing. Let's take a look at who did it. The artist is John Estes. And I didn't look at it before, but Peter David wrote this. He's a fantastic writer for the Hulk. I'm not exactly too impressed with the Maestro series. I wasn't upset with it. I just, Future Imperfect's been around for a long time. There's been a couple of decades to stew on that, and so you kind of get your expectations high and expect or want one thing out of it. And I just felt like it went so fast. I don't think they rushed the story, but the story they have, it just progresses so fast. Like in just one issue, he goes from being Banner to being the psycho maestro. But let's see who did the Tales of Suspense, because it is a completely different artist. Man, look at that. That's just beautiful stuff right there. So John Estes did the other one. Colin McNeil did these. And dude, I love this style. Look at that. It looks so retro but modern at the same time. Very stylized, very bubbly. That looks a little, I don't know how you say his name, but he did like Space Ghost, a lot of painted stuff like Olivetti or something. Looks very Olivetti-ish to me. Look at that. That simplistic Iron Man, just beautifully painted. Some really cool stuff. And those two came from my LCS, which is the Augusta Book Exchange. Now, the next two did not come from my LCS, but here in Augusta, we have numerous great stores. We have the Augusta Book Exchange. It's been around either the late 70s or early 80s. And then we have a more recent comic book shop that opened up on the other side of town. It's near where I work, and I pop in there. And there's some really great dudes that work there. This guy, Chris, runs it. Awesome guy, knows his stuff. He's got one guy named Adam who works with him. Super nice, super helpful, super friendly. Just very welcoming people, very awesome guys. They're the ones that I've sent my CBCS stuff. I've submitted through them. So my CGC stuff, I'm able to just send in myself, but the CBCS stuff, I submit through them. And me and my wife, Kyle, we were in there knocking around about a week or two ago when we didn't have the kids for once. And she pulled out this book and said, "Oh, honey, what's this?" I'm like, "That's Commandy, issue number 1." And she knows I'm a big Jack Kirby guy, and she knows I'm a big DC guy. So when it comes to the two of them coming together, it's a definite for me. So I've already got New Gods number 1 CGC graded. I've got Forever People number 1 CGC graded. I've got my Demon issue number 1 CBCS graded. And now here's the Commandy number 1 that'll be going out probably next week in a stack of stuff along with this next book I'll show you to get CGC graded. And that just kind of leaves Mr. Miracle number 1. I need to get a copy of that. My brother has a copy, but it's probably like a 2 or 3. And I want one. All this Kirby DC stuff, I'm wanting in at least a 6 to 7 range. No lower than that. I don't need him to be ultra high grade or anything. I'm a low grade is better than no grade kind of guy. And dude, I'll be honest with you, some of this stuff, a little bit of wear and tear on them makes them look beautiful, because I'm not getting these to resell, so I don't need to have to spend a lot on them to feel good about having them. I just want them in my house on display in my collection. And Kirby is a must, and DC is a staple in this household. But that's gorgeous. And as much as I like to say DC is a staple, what's up, Remy Q Studios? How are you, man? That was an awesome video you dropped today. Coming with that heat, you had stack of slabs, man. Very cool stuff. I'm ashamed about what happened with that crack, man. I was on the fence too. I don't know what I would do about that. But as long as they don't regrade it, send it back. Now, this last one came from a different shop in town. This place does not deal with new comics. It's called Dead Media Collectibles. as well as all these shops that I've mentioned, Southern Comic Geeks channel, the Augusta Book Exchange, Top Dog Comic, Dead Media Collectibles. All the link to find those shops are in the description of this video. And a lot of them just pretty much do like Facebook. You know, they don't have like big online store kind of things, but they're all really great shops. And Dead Media Collectibles, ran by this guy named Angel, super cool. It's just a secondhand store. Like he deals with action figures, movies, tons of comic books, statues, anything that's collectible that you know he just buys stuff off people and prices it and resells it. And when he comes across Hulk stuff, I'm normally right on top of it. And I nailed an awesome one today because I'll be doing a 2021 goals video here soon that I'm trying to put together. And there's not a lot of Hulk stuff I have that's graded. I do have a lot of Hulk stuff in my house, but only those two graded. I do have my Savage She-Hulk at CGC right now, which should be a really high grade. I'm excited about that one coming back. But this one I'm even more excited about. And it's Tales to Astonish number 91. And that's the first cover appearance of the Abomination. That's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cover. That's just an amazing book right there. The Hulk is my all-time favorite comic book character. And to see him right there clashing for the first time on the cover with his nemesis, the Abomination. And this is a really, really clean copy. I'm going to guess, I mean, it's got some definite spine roll toward the bottom. That's just a weird staple placement, really. But I'm going to guess this is probably in the 6 range, 6.5. But we're definitely going to find out. That's for sure. This one I'm going to be sending, as well as the Commandy book, to comic book _ pressing on Instagram. His name's Eric. I sent my first set of books to him that he just got sent to CGC, just finished up on. And he was sending me pictures as he was doing them, and it looks like he's a wizard because he worked magic on these books. There's definitely sorcery involved. So I'm excited to get those back. But yeah, I'll be sending both of these to him, as well as a couple other older books I have. You know, I'm trying to definitely send stuff in clumps. You know, I don't want to send any modern books with my older books. I'm trying to keep them in the same category because I've heard nothing but nightmare stories from CGC. Hello, Pops McGillicuddy, Russ Landrum, the man, the myth, the legend. The whole reason we are all here today. That is my dad. That is the OG collector of my family right there. He is responsible for the current condition of this back wall when it all comes down to it. Glad you can make it to a live stream, Dad. I think it's the second time. But yeah, check it out, Pops. Tales to Astonish number 91. And it's a great copy. I'm saying it's probably about a 6 to a 7. I'm not a professional grader by any means. I just know that 102 is a 6, and it looks about like that. Maybe in a little bit better shape than that one. Crazy is that 181 looks a lot better than the 6.0, but it's a 4.5, but still. Who knows why they do what they do when they do what they do. Very nice indeed. But that was pretty much it. I just wanted to try out the new laptop and see how the setup was. It looks really good, actually. It looks like my house is a lot bigger with the camera on this one. And to show off a couple of those books. Pops, if you're still here, I was asking you if you saw these, but there's the Tales to Astonish Volume 3, number 1 that I was talking about. Very awesome book. And there's the Tales of Suspense Volume 2, Issue 1. Very beautiful book. So those were the big ones that I picked up. And it was cool because they ended up coming from all 3 of the different shops around town. So I'm like, I need to do a good shout-out video to the Augusta local shop area people because there's some awesome people at all those shops. I highly recommend any of them. And again, all the links for the description are in the video is in the description below. And other stuff that I picked up in the latter half of this week was the Ghost Rider Return of Vengeance. And I did get to read this on my work break today. And that's the tan variant. I also got the Stegman variant. It was a fun read. It was a really fun read. Vengeance is a savage, straight savage. I've always thought he was a cool character. Again, being an 80s baby, but growing up in the 90s, Vengeance hit the scene, you know, during the whole Ghost Rider had a good 90s run, and he hit the scene of that, and there was like toys for him and everything. And my brother had the Vengeance toy, and it had his little rib sticking out the side that moved, and it was really cool. And the last one, Pop said I have those. I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, Panama Red. You have about everything. But they're very cool. Now, I have them too. And the last book I picked up was a spec book, apparently, that people were getting excited about. And I don't know if y'all have seen his channel, but the Comic Vet, he's on YouTube. Awesome guy, does a lot of haul videos. He had this really cool 12 comic days of Christmas video spree he did leading into Christmas. Great guy, does some cool videos. He did a little spec video on this that I noticed after the fact. And it's the Amazing Spider-Man issue 55. That's the finale to Last Remains. And it's that beautiful Gleason cover. It's just awesome. And he even mentioned in that video, I don't know why anyone's never thought about this before. Very, very cool concept. But I had to have it. It was pretty awesome. And yeah, as you just pointed out, I found out this is a one shot after the fact too, which I'm really bummed about because I would have liked to see more. And it ends with the last page is like the end, or is it? Well, it's a one shot, so yeah, it is the end until they do a different series. So unfortunately, that's all for the Return of Vengeance for now. But at least he's back. He's not in hell anymore, and it was a completely twisted, insane way that he got out, and it was really fun. And it shows you how dark these characters can get. But that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, I just want to do something short, just hang out for a minute, show those off, give a couple shout outs, and thank you everyone in the community who's reached out and helped me with the channel to kind of point me in the right direction to find other comic book fans to talk to and connect with, because that's really been a blast. And I'm very excited to have passed the 300 subscriber mark. And make sure you are subscribed to the channel and be on the lookout for the 300 subscriber giveaway video. I'll post a video on what I'll be giving away. Those books right there will probably be included in it in some form or fashion. Those were little extra freebies that I got from Frankie's Comics, but they're both really cool books, awesome reads, and they're not cheap price tags on them. So win-win all around. So yeah, be on the lookout for that giveaway video. Thank you everyone who's helped me out and connected with me and had fun on the channel and allowed me to come hang out on their channel. I've been having a blast, and I look forward to this year. It's going to be really fun with some new content. Now I got the laptop. I could try to play with it a little bit more and do some other stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to go track down these kids and find something to eat for dinner. So until next time, guys, my name is Mark, but we are Legion.